I'm Rendora. I'm a water and sanitation specialist for MSF, and I've just come back from Maiduguri. WATSAN stands for Water and Sanitation. Our objective whilst there was to set up a feeding centre, an ATFC and ITFC. These are ambulatory and inpatient feeding centres for children under 10 years old. We had no structures to work with, so what we had to do was build platforms for each of the tents and create a flow for the patients to go through. On my side, there was no WATSAN structures either, so I had to build 2 blocks of latrines, actually 3, and all the wastewater drainage systems. Within 21 days, we had to build the structure and get patients in. Maiduguri feels like a safe city. The people go on about their lives, but it's very obvious. Every day you have the military zooming past you. You see them with their big guns, and you see the people in pain. You see them struggling. But you know, outside of the city, the situation is a lot worse. The military are having a war with Boko Haram. The outcome of this is, of course, violence. And most of the violence is within the surrounding areas outside of Maiduguri. So what is happening is food is not able to come to these areas that are being attacked. So the populations are leaving and they're coming to Maiduguri, the big city, where there is military, where there is protection. They were all children under 10 who are either moderately malnourished or severely malnourished. The mothers, they were all really lovely. I would walk into the wards and they would be very happy to speak with me, very happy for me to play with their child. But they were just unable to feed their children enough. We had been telling the team several times, we'll get it done on this Sunday, it'll be completely finished. When they arrived to see, just before everything was finished, it looked like a complete mess. There was ground dug up everywhere, not all the tents were put up. But we knew within that day everything would be done. And people were putting pressure on us. They're like, we don't think it's going to be ready. We don't think it's going to be ready. And we just put our heads down. And by 6 o'clock at the end of that day, we were like, oh my gosh, we've done it. We can take patients in tomorrow. And then that next day, we just sat out at our table where we would work and just looked at all the patients coming in, and we just felt so good. I remember that someone came up to me and said, Carl, the first patient, they've been discharged. So I ran to the entrance, I saw the child, I shook the mother's hand, I gave the little child a pat on the head and I said goodbye. It was quite cool. Personally, as a water and sanitation specialist, without your support, I would not have been able to build the latrines or toilets that the health centre needed, construct the wastewater systems to get rid of the waste properly, or help provide clean water for the patients within our health centre. So I'm really grateful for what you've been able to give and what you may give in the future. So thank you.